Good morning, Lighthouse. I'm sitting here drinking my coffee. My next door neighbor's working on his mother's front porch, so you're going to hear some banging in the background. It's not me. It's not anyone here. It's next door. Good luck, Tom. So this morning, or actually last night when I went to sleep, I was hearing angels, and sometimes I swear I think my ears just ring all night long. And I woke up this morning saying, okay, I haven't made a video in a couple of days. What's happened over the past couple of days? My ears have been ringing a lot, and unless I'm talking and extra thought that I know isn't mine comes in my head, I'm not always sure what they're saying. But this morning I pulled a rune, and I got the Algiz rune, which means protection. It also means boundaries. It can mean boundaries of, you set for yourself around other people what you will and will not let other people get away with. But after you've learned how to do that for a while, it becomes kind of something else. It becomes a period of boundaries within yourself of how you want to be a better person, change, grow. Sometimes it can be talking about your spiritual path. It can be talking about a variety of things. Protection is like the number one thing, though. Algiz is the rune that looks like the peace sign. It's got the stick with the V on the top. The peace sign. Everybody knows what the peace sign is. Well, it's actually upside down as a peace sign. Upside down, it means, anyway. Warriors used to put it on their shields back in the day for battle, to go in to have protection, to be protected, have the gods protect them from getting killed while they went out and fought for their cause. But what I want to talk about this morning is protecting yourself and not letting nobody steal your dreams. Because I have found over various times in my life, I've either had people create friction along my path, whereas either they didn't believe in what I was wanting to do, they didn't have my back, or like that one, it's on the side. Nothing's on the side if it's your dream. You need to protect yourself and stay, everyone has a reason and a purpose for being here. And if you feel like you're on your purpose, or you're on your path, that you're doing something for the greater good, don't let nobody tell you can't do that. I get so frustrated when I hear about people that were married for a long time, got divorced, and then didn't know what to do, and they were already maybe doing what they were supposed to be doing. Or sometimes you got toxic people out of your life, and now all of a sudden, now that you've cleared all the clutter, your mind goes, well, what the hell do I do now? What am I supposed to do now? And we're always looking for guidance. Everybody's looking for guidance these days. And people, I'm going to tell you, I say this, and I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it till the day I die. Everything in our world is changing. All the norms have changed. That you can no longer, because our world has become what it is, you cannot depend on the things we used to could depend on. You're not going to be able to depend on, especially since COVID hit, you're not going to be able to depend on the government. You're not going to be able to depend on all the old things. All the old paradigms are no longer going to apply. Our world is changing. Humanity is changing. The way we look at the world is changing. And I really think after COVID, when I can't remember what his last name was. George Floyd died when he was killed, and a lot of race wars came out. And just look back at the past couple of years, just since COVID, because since COVID is when all my huge trauma happened for me. I'm not going to go around. Most of y'all that see my videos know. Everything is changing. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not. Everything's changing for everybody. There's no longer any kind of security. They've even talked about certain people wanting to attack people's retirement funds and things like that. And it's like, the government already soaks enough money from us. And what are you going to do when there's so many poor people? There's no more money to soak. You're going to start soaking it from all the rich people? So I'm just saying our world's changing, and everyone has a reason and a purpose, and today it's even more important than it has been in the past. Whatever it is you feel called to do, rather it's being a Reiki master, while going to work at a homeless shelter, going to teach people how to paint so they have some beauty in their lives, whatever it is you feel called to do, please don't let nobody take your dreams away. Don't let nobody steal, the dream thief, don't let nobody steal your dreams. Because there's a reason and a purpose for all of us. And just because somebody else doesn't see it, doesn't mean that it's not for you, or whatever your heart's telling you, whatever comes to you in your dreams, whatever you feel like your higher self is telling you, whatever your best friend is saying, you're really good at this, and you look and you go, no, I'm not. And they go, yeah, you are. I had a friend tell me for the longest time, you're really good at when I tell you things that are going on with me, you're really good at giving me advice. And I'm like, I am? And then I started doing my rune readings for people in Mississippi. I think I've found them. I think they're underneath my push out. I'm sitting in my push out. This is my little studio. And I'm going to try to get a way to get underneath it, because I think that's where they may be. Because that thing sucks up everything. So I'm going to give advice. I'm going to help, I would love for people to put something in the comments they'd like to talk about. I'm actually thinking about starting another channel where it would be all about everybody, whoever wants to come see my channel, they could go on and they could discuss things with other people. People that you could talk to, there's other social media things that do that, but I'm talking about not making it a circle of personal friends. It would be a public one where people could just come on and talk, but it would be a safe place. It would be run by an admin, but it's just another idea for me to be able to help people. And folks, my main thing is I want to help. I want to give advice. I want people to realize that they have it within them. You know how they always say, one person can make a difference? Just think if we all put our minds together to making a difference. If a community's pulled together more than what they already do. You know what I'm saying? If you have a dream of, no matter what your dream is, don't let somebody take it away from you. If you feel like that something that you want to do would help people, and it will also help sustain your family, by all means do it. If you have to go get more education, if you need to grab a book, God, there's a public library and there's Google. I Google everything all the time. There's so many ways to help yourself. If you feel like you've just come out of a bad relationship and you feel like you really need some help, like right now, I really think I need to find some grief counseling, because Will passed away. My niece committed suicide. I went through the very traumatic thing with my house, with my son, and I haven't had no grief counseling. So I'm in the process of looking for some. So anything you can do to help yourself, people, there's just so many ways. Please don't stay stuck in any kind of pain. If you feel like there's something you need to do it today. Make a phone call. If there's someone you need to call and check on, whatever the universe is telling you to do today, rather it's pursue your dream, figure out what your dream is, get help, see what kind of whatever you can find to help yourself. Whatever's, if you need to look for something, you just got a divorce and you're like, well, what do I do now? Rather a husband or a wife. I mean, fine. There are things out there, but I just want people to know that you are here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. Whatever your dream is, whatever help you need, you can just look for it. You'll find it. So I know it's kind of like a little 2-message type thing today, but I just want to put some encouragement out there, some love out there, because love is a big thing, folks. Love is the one thing that will overcome everything. Evil, mean people, bullying, love will conquer all. And sometimes there's bumps along the way, but whatever it is, love's always at the base of it. Things come down to Louise Hayes is a woman that wrote about different types of fears and things. And emotions come down to 2 bases. One is fear, one is love. I don't want to live in fear the rest of my life. I don't want to, which I miss my Will very, very much. I don't want to be crying over him for the rest of my life. I want to pick up the pieces and move on and just cherish the memories and the things that he taught me. He used to tell me all the time, you're letting your son get away with too much. He was my biggest champion. He was my champion. He was my hero. So folks, if you have a dream, don't let nobody take it from you. If you need something, go looking for it. Talk to your best friend. Google it. Google everything. So that's my message for today. Don't let no one stop you. And if you need some help or you need to go find library, Google, Google everything, folks. So that's my message for today, is just know that there's a reason for you being here. Look for the help that you need. You will find it. Talk to the people you know for sure have your back and love you. Because everything comes down to love. And love will overcome all. Because we're not going to be able to depend on other things, folks. We're going to have to depend on each other. And if you know you can help someone, but, I'm mad at them from 2 years ago when their kid pushed my kid off a tricycle. Get over it. That was kids and it was 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Look at something a little more clear. Step back and try to look at someone else's point of view. You haven't walked in their shoes. Don't judge. Anyway, that's my message for today. People, please do something. Help yourself. Don't let no one steal your dreams. Think about somebody else's point of view. Go out and find the help that you need. So it's just a little general message today. I hope I helped someone today. Lana Scott, Lighthouse.